This week on a podcast from Beneath, it's a shallow grave episode. Mr. Poe, how's it going?
I'm doing good, man. Just surviving, just like everyone else in the world.
Trying to survive.
Trying to survive the coronavirus. But yeah, doing good. All these episodes that we had lately, no one's really got to hear us, just shoot the breeze about different things. It's been awesome guest after awesome guest, which I appreciate everybody that comes on and
Oh yeah, we
everybody
love
that's
it.
listening.
We love it.
So yeah.
And we got some other ones coming up too. I'm not going to tell you who they are yet, but
So I'm gonna guess too. No, I'm joking.
hey.
I'm gonna keep it from you too.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be surprised.
No. Yeah, we got some stuff coming up that I'm pretty excited about. So
Hell yeah.
pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what you got? Do you got anything new?
Oh yeah, man. There's so much going on. The trailer for Strix dropped
I saw
earlier
that.
this
I saw
week.
that.
It looks fucking epic, man. I mean, Abel Berry and Jen Stone, all the crew over there, they always do an awesome job, in my opinion, and this looks no different. And Billy Blair, the character he plays is just awesome. So
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's gonna be a fun movie.
for sure, it looks like it's going to be bloody, all sorts of awesome stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I believe the Indiegogo is still going strong. So get on it, get some perks and all that other good stuff.
All right, so if you remember before we had talked about a movie that Josh Graves was making,
Yes.
and of course that it went away. I'm not going to go into detail now, but he is currently back with a new project,
Really?
and it is called. I want to make sure I say it right, so I'm going to pull it up here.
Okay.
I don't want to misquote it or give it, say the wrong name. It is called The House That Eats Flesh.
Okay. Because I knew he had he also has a YouTube thing going on. He has a podcast as well. So that's awesome. I was hoping he'd do something in film again. I know it kind of discouraged him at first, but yeah, we want to see more of these cool projects come out. So good on him.
Yes, I just now found out about it. But I'm trying to figure out if that's even the name. So
So it could not be the right name.
No, that is it. That is it because they also made
okay.
Because I was looking, I guess he had an older Facebook page for it or something. And I was looking, they had a bunch of older information. But they released today that Jen Nangle has joined the cast of The House That Eats Flesh. So
Okay.
that is the name of it. So
Forgive me. No, who's Jen? What?
Nangle. So I guess that's the first person that they've cast.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
I'm an asshole, I guess, because I don't know who that is.
I mean, I wasn't aware either.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know who it is.
Well, good. They're getting the cast together. It's gonna be sweet.
Should be. I mean, I was pretty excited about his last endeavor that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this one will work out.
That shit happens, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they say, it's how you get up. It's not how you fall; it's how you get up. And a lot of people get discouraged and then they quit what they're doing. But I was texting Ken the other day with B Movie TV, and we were just talking, and I told him, it's people like us that create something for people to enjoy, to get their minds off of all the just BS in the world right now, some of it's bullshit, some of it's serious, but you need to be away from it. And it's people like us, like all the podcasters, all the content creators creating stuff, new for someone to get away from all that. And who gives a shit what celebrity is cooking what? We don't care about that. I think I saw something like celebrities watching movies at home. I really fucking don't care about that. So, you got to give people something new, that trying to get our minds off of it. And it's silly how they're trying to do it, in my opinion, anyway.
They've got to make money, I guess, like everybody else. So
they made their money, let us in.
Well, there you go. We need a show where we just watch movies.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about another film that I'd recently learned about. And
yeah?
It is called 13 Fanboy.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about this.
Former Scream Queens from the Friday 13th series are hunted by a real-life killer who doesn't understand that it's all make-believe. So it's basically a in that universe, Friday 13th was a movie, and this guy is a copycat. So he's copying.
Oh, okay.
But it's got a really good cast. So we got Dee Wallace plays herself.
Ooh, Dee Wallace.
We got Kane Hodder playing himself. A lot of these people that I read off are going to be playing themselves. Lar Park Lincoln.
Okay.
Tracy Savage, Jennifer Banco, Adrian King, C.J. Graham, Deborah Voorhees, and Corey Feldman. So a lot of these people are from the Friday 13th series, and they've all came back to make this, to be in this film, which sounds pretty good. It's written and directed by Deborah Voorhees, who was in part 5. So that's going
to be awesome. Man.
Yeah, that's going to be like. I mean, could you imagine you're making like a fanboy film of a movie that you were in?
That's going to be, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that one.
Another movie. It's already been released. I've talked about it before on the show. It's a fantastic film. Circus of the Dead is actually getting a big the release it should have had, but Dread Central is behind it, and it has a new badass DVD cover art. I mean, this movie is just something else, man. I tell people about it all the time. So if you haven't seen Circus of the Dead, it's about to be everywhere. So get that copy when that hits.
That should be pretty good. That should be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It's real awesome. I mean, Billy Paul, the director, is just one of the nicest people, man. I mean, he's real cool. So I'm glad for all that camp over there. Actually, I got to meet all those guys. They're all pretty badass. It's just they finally get, you know what I mean? It's finally happening where it's a bigger release and all that. So it's real cool.
All right. So have you seen anything new? Or new to you. It doesn't have to be
new. Saw a movie called Cupid on Amazon Prime.
I started watching that today.
Now, okay, so
I think I watched the same one you're talking about. I don't know.
Well, is it they try to make the what do they call them, the cherub, whatever? They try to make Cupid freaking like, I want to say kind of ripped off clown. Like they make it like a folklore thing, and he's like evil, and you know what I mean? He goes after
it started off with like a storybook.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the same one that I attempted to watch today and couldn't make it through. I got maybe 10 minutes into it.
Well, I did make it through. I'm not bragging. Maybe I am a little bit. I don't know. But man, I understand that, films like this don't have a big budget or anything, and you can kind of forgive them for it. But the story, I just didn't dig it, man.
I mean, at least they were attempting something original, right? They weren't doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I always, tip my hat to that. But No, I just didn't do anything for me, man.
Yeah, it wasn't working for me either. This I don't know, the acting I just can't get into. It just jumped from like the storybook thing um to just like present day, and you don't really know what was going on. And of course,
Yeah.
Cupid shows up, and it's looked like shit. And I was just like, I can't finish watching it.
uh,
Like
yeah,
I don't think they knew
I'm
how
gonna trash it too much. I mean,
I don't think they knew how arrows work.
they were kind of magical.
No, well, it's the fact that like he shot the guy in the leg,
Yeah,
which means he shot him through the leg, and the guy falls down. Which and he shot him in the front of us, in front of the thigh, which means
yeah,
the part sticking out should have been the knock, right?
yeah.
But when he pushes that girl's head onto it, it was the other end of the arrow with the killing point. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. That's so stupid. But that's as
Uh,
far as I made it. I made it to that scene, and I was like, I'm done.
yeah, I don't recommend that movie.
Nah. I mean, I may attempt it again
Uh,
later, just because I like to watch. Because I mean, just like you, I mean, I give movies a chance, but I mean,
yeah,
sometimes sometimes they fail miserably.
I think what makes you know up for the lack of funds is you gotta go fucking crazy. If you can't go big with money, go crazy with the idea. You know what I mean? Just give me something outrageous. Like, oh shit, that was a pretty cool idea. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just
I
like
don't know.
obviously they didn't have a budget to do really good green screen work or whatever. So they probably should have had it in the story to where at some point in his history, Cupid lost his wings. That way they don't have to worry about filming a scene where he's flying and it
Yeah,
looks like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay within your budget.
yeah.
If you can't do a good flying scene, then just don't do it.
No, I agree with you. Kind of stay within your means kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's rewrite this. Yeah, I agree with you. I kind of felt that way with Velocipaster. I kind of felt the same way with that. Great story. I mean, I like it. It's outrageous. It's right up my alley. But yeah, the Raptor. I'll just say the Raptor. That's it. It was not. Carnosaur had a better looking deal
Right.
going on, and even that was great. That wasn't too great, but I do give him props. So pretty cool story. Um, and I see it's getting a big budget release or something like. I guess like it's got such a cult following that
I
they're
think they're making
gonna,
a spinoff or something, I think is what I've seen.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot. So I'm waiting to see now that they have money. Let's see that you know kind of thing you promised on the cover. That's what I want to see.
Well, I'll tell you something that I watched.
Okay.
Because now, I mean, I know I just destroyed a low budget film, but now I'm going to destroy a big studio project
Oh.
because I really just couldn't get into this film. I thought it was horrible. That is 2019's Child's Play.
Oh, come on, dude. Okay, I want to hear your opinion because let's have a little discussion about Child's Play. Go
Okay,
ahead. I want
okay.
to hear your take.
Um, the story works better as a possessed doll. Like they should have stuck with that at least, with like the voodoo and
Okay.
the soul being in the doll and all that. I mean, I get it. They were trying to do a like technology we have now thing, but it just didn't work. The Chucky doll or whatever it was called, Little Buddy, whatever. It looked horrible. There's no way that anyone is buying that. It looked like shit. It did. It looked like shit. It looked fucking horrible. And it was the kids that had it were a little bit too old to want to have a doll. I don't care. I don't care if it is Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. It was horrible. They could have made that movie with just any other thing and not had Chucky in it. It could have just been any other kind of smart technology. A fucking microwave for all I care. goes haywire and is like connected to everything in your house and kills you. Yeah. But it just did not work as a child's play film. Yeah, it was bad. And he didn't even like kill a lot of people, right? He killed like 2 people. And then the drones and the fucking teddy bear killed everybody else. Well, yeah. He killed the boyfriend. He killed the cop's mom. Yeah. That's it. And then everybody else was killed by flying drones with razor blades.
Technically, it's him. Teddy bear. He's controlling it.
And then he had that fucking ET light up finger, which he didn't have until like the end of the movie. I'm like, well, where the hell did that come from?
Elliot.
Yeah, and the kids were annoying. I think they were. Again, I think they may be saying, "Hey, look, we're remaking the first movie," but they were trying to go campy like they did in their later films, and it just didn't work. That movie just, in my eyes, failed miserably. So, what did you think?
Okay. All right. All right, Ebert. I'll be Siskel. No, a lot of the points that you just made, fantastic. Okay, I get it, but I agree with everything you just said, pretty much. I did get what I liked about it is that, he didn't start out evil. He learned to be that way because of the kids watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre and laughing at it. They were laughing at it and thought it was just so funny. And he thought, oh, they think this is cool. So they kind of made Chucky like a little kid absorbing what the older kids were thinking was cool or funny. So that's how he became what he did. You know what I mean? That's how he became evil. I thought that was pretty fucking cool how they wrote that whole thing in there. Now,
I guess, but
I'm just telling you my take. I'm not saying this is the best one ever. Part 2 blows all this shit out of the water. I'm telling you, but I get it, and I see the hate, but also I don't hate it. I would watch it again because I did enjoy it. There's some stuff because the term it came out, but he like himself killed 2 people.
You're starting to freeze up again.
Christ, I hate this. I hate it. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it to me just felt like someone wrote a movie about a killer smart appliance, and they were like, hey, why don't we just make this Chucky?
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was just I don't know. It didn't need to be done that way. I think they could have done a better remake, or just not done it at all. Would have been
just leave part 1 and 2 alone, the originals, and that's all we needed. We didn't need part 3. We didn't need. Well, Bride of Chucky, I still have a special place for that one because that did have some cool stuff in it.
I don't know. What else did I watch? I finally got to watch. It's not a horror movie, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I thought it was really good. But I finally got to watch The Guest.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you posted about that.
It's on Netflix. Like I said, it's not a horror movie. It's made by the same guy that done You're Next, but it was still really good.
Yeah, your next is one of my. I actually like that movie a lot, so I gotta see this one.
Yeah, like I said, it's on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, jump on there and watch it.
Hell yeah. Uh, the other things that I've been watching, I've really been getting into, and I want us to do some episodes on this. Is the Faces of Death series? I've been watching
Where
the
you been watching those at?
Faces of Death series. I've watched them on YouTube. I got them up on
Oh, okay.
YouTube. So I remember being in high school and we went to the only video store in town that had it, and it was called Green's Video in Del Rio, Texas. And my fellow Del Rio guys that listen to my podcast still know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, that was the only place you could find the VHSs. So I got a little nostalgic. I was like, oh, let me see if they got them somewhere, and they have them on YouTube. So I started watching them. But I think we should cover those because they mix real shit, like from across the way. That there's some real video footage, and then they have the crappiest acting and practical effects for
Yeah,
reenactments.
the only real stuff in the only real stuff in the movie is is like anything that has to do with animals. All
Well,
of
that and
anything that has like actual people dying is not real. It's all fake.
yeah, which is kind of funny because I mean I was laughing at him like, golly, man, I can't believe like back in the day I fell for it. Like everybody's like, oh, you need to watch Faces of Death, man,
Yeah.
it's crazy, you know. And so I watched it now, and I'm like, oh my god, that is totally fucking fake. Like the magician that tries to get himself free from the little thing of knives that's hanging above him, and he can't get out in time, and the thing falls on him. You can totally tell that's a freaking prosthetic head the blades go into. The thing falls down. He couldn't get out.
Are you talking
I
about
was like,
Faces
oh
of
my god.
Death? Or are you talking about that Clive
Yeah.
Barker movie?
No, Faces of Death. This is
Remember
Faces of Death part. I know which one you're talking about. Lord of Illusions.
Lord of
No, I'm
Illusions?
not
Yeah.
talking about Lord of Illusions.
I wonder if that's where they got
No,
that idea from.
they probably did because it was Faces of Death part 4 that was in. So they probably did get it from that. But thank you, because now you help me remember where I've seen something like that before. I'm like, where the fuck have I seen this before? So yeah, Lord of Illusions.
Lord of Illusions, very good movie. I liked it. I think it was underrated.
I do too. Plus, I was hoping he would leap home anytime. No.
Yeah, that was gonna say that was that was
Scott
around
Bakula.
it was around the same time that I was watching Quantum. I was a huge Quantum Leap. I'm still a huge Quantum Leap fan, but
Oh, dude, how
like when
can
that
you
movie
not
came out,
like it?
I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see this because Sam's in it.
Dude, I'm with you. Ziggy says you can't go back until. um, Speaking of nostalgic TV shows, did you see the trailer for Unsolved Mysteries
No, I haven't
coming
really
to
watched it
Netflix?
yet.
Holy shit! Because I was on a kick for a while, and I was watching, the Robert Stack Unsolved Mysteries, old school.
Right.
And every time I heard that theme song, I still get chills hearing that fucking theme song, man. It just gets to me every time.
Maybe I'll throw it in right here. Okay.
Don't do it. It's scary.
You
If
remember
you or
that?
anyone you know have seen anything,
Yeah.
call 1-800 8 what is it? 876-5353.
Well, you remember
But yeah,
they redone it
super looking
later on
forward to it.
too. They remade it
Yeah,
later
with
on with
Dennis
Dennis
Farina.
Farina. Yeah.
You know this guy over here.
Yeah, the
He
guy from
does
Law and Order.
you can't nothing against Dennis Farina, R.I.P. But come on, man. Robert Stack in his little trench coat walking in the Smoky Alley. I don't know why he was always in the fucking Smoky Alley, but he was. But
Remember on Basketball when he was on there?
yeah.
He's probably dead in his fucking closet.
What I think is funny, if you go back and watch the Unsolved Mysteries, you know how many fucking solved mysteries there are?
Yeah.
It's like, update. We found them. I was like, well, goddamn. You got me all mysterified and everything. But yeah, looking forward to it, man. Well, this episode comes out, I think, the week of it dropping. So I'll probably be a giddy little schoolgirl
Yeah, we'll
in
have to
front of
watch
the
it.
TV watching it already.
Have to check it out. I wonder if they're going to have a lot of, because they always had like missing persons and stuff like that. But then
Yeah,
they also had like alien stuff and Bigfoot.
all the cool shit. All the
So
cool
I just
shit.
wonder if they're going to have stuff like that on here.
From the looks of it, if you watch the trailer, it looks just like it. But oh man, you just got to see the trailer. Just
I'll
watch
have
the
to watch
trailer.
it. I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it later.
Then you'll be like, oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So is that it? Are we done?
I guess.
No.
I do want to say it's coming out very, very soon. And B Movie TV on demand. It's already been announced on the group. It's coming out. So I'm very excited for it.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Hell yes. All the original content has its own tab. You got independent wrestling. You got all the awesome B movies that you can pretty much think. I mean, man, Ken worked his ass off on this thing. So be sure to look for it on the Roku channel app. And we'll let you know on our Facebook group and the social medias when it actually drops so you can go get it and check it out. But it's B Movie TV at any time. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to try to get Ken on here to talk about it.
Yeah. Damn it. And Ken, if you're listening, we're waiting.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what else we have. I mean, I just want to shout out, awesome work that everybody's doing with the independent films that are coming out. I mean, I know it's hard during these crazy fucking times. I know Wicked Jack, they keep, announcing their store. So go, I think they have an Indiegogo. If they don't, I apologize, but I do know they have a store, and the sales from the and everything and whatever they're selling, go to that project. You have the Embalmers movie project, William Instone and Renfield Rasputin. I know they're always posting about Butcher's Bluff. That's made in my neck of the woods. They're working hard on the little sets that they're doing, so it's what were you going to say, Kerry?
Well, I was going to tell you were cutting out again, but
oh, I just kept going.
Yeah, there's some kind of delay there. What I was going to say was Bloody Summer Camp. They're filming now, so
yes,
for that.
Yeah, they're hard at work. I mean, everybody's kind of doing what they can.
Yes. But you were talking about Unsolved Mysteries, and it made me think of something that I had recently seen that I wanted to mention real quick. It's called, it was on Hulu, I think. It was called Missing 411. Oh, and it's about it's about people who just disappear from national parks.
Yeah,
in mysterious ways. Very interesting. If I'm sure there's I know there's another. I'm pretty sure there's like some YouTube videos that this guy made that you can watch also if you don't have Hulu, but definitely check out the documentary on Hulu if you haven't. Just weird. It's just weird stuff. Like I'm talking like little kids, like just up and disappearing within like a minute of somebody seeing them, and then they find them like in an area that there's no way this kid could get to.
No shit.
It's craziness. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, I was actually looking for it because I was trying to get, I was trying to watch a different documentary, and I looked for it on Amazon. I didn't know it was on Hulu. I didn't.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
It is? Okay.
Yep.
So I'll have to check that out because I like weird shit. Who doesn't? I love that stuff.
I love weird shit. All right, speaking of weird shit, who watches The Watchmen? Me. I watched it.
Yes.
And so I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Golly.
I thought it was too, I don't know. I'm not going to compare it to the movie because I know that some people, when you mention the movie, they get all their fucking panties in a bunch because the movie's not close to the comic book or whatever. But
Yeah.
I never read the comic book. The movie was sort of my introduction to the Watchmen, right? And I get it that this TV show is a sequel to the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Now I haven't read the comic book, but I do have the motion graphic novel that I've watched, so I know the storyline of the comic book. And of course there was stuff in the movie that I was like, I wish they wouldn't have done. Like I wish they would have put the gigantic squid in the movie instead of having where he tried to make like Dr. Manhattan kill everybody. But anyways, uh, the TV show, well, a Watchmen TV show. Um, I don't know. It was just something about it that I didn't really care for,
Hmm.
and I
Well,
don't know what it was really. Well, I can tell you some things. It was the tone to me seemed off. Um, one scene in particular when she pulls out the Doctor Manhattan dildo, I was just like, why, why,
why?
why is that in there? It's like if they just done it to be funny, and I'm just like, because she's not really using that thing.
Yeah.
They
No
done it just
shit.
to be funny, and it was the wrong humor for this movie or this show. I didn't really. Um, a lot of the stuff I felt like they could have left out. It seemed
Okay.
kind of like long and drawn out, and it's like they took the long road to get to this ending that you didn't really have to do. Uh, yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't think it was as good as everybody thought it was.
Well,
And I
I'm
think
on
and I think I
the.
know why everybody's praising it. I'm not going to go into it,
Yeah, I
but
got you. Uh, no, whenever this first dropped, I had HBO because I guess I just didn't cancel it after Game of Thrones. But anyway, I was very interested in this, and I get where you're coming from on that. I do, but I also did appreciate the story of it. It was crazy. Like you said, there's a lot of craziness going on in this, but you know, Ozymandias, him being on that planet and trying to get out and all that stuff. I mean, that was kind of weird when you first get into it. You're like, what the hell is going on here? And little baby squids rain down from the sky. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
I got that
So,
part. I got that. I knew why
well,
that
I
was
didn't
happening.
because I've never read the comic book. My introduction to the Watchmen was the film as well, and I really enjoyed the film. I did.
Yeah, I enjoyed the film too,
So,
but
but
I know how to keep them separate. I can separate
I got
the
you.
film from the comic book and this show.
But the show, I really did dig it. I liked the show. I thought it was very well done, in my opinion. That's just me, and that's why this show works because not everybody agrees with everything.
That's
So,
right. Even though you almost
but
feel like you
anyway,
have to. You almost feel like you have to.
yeah.
It's not the time to be going against the grain.
Oh yeah. Well, I watched it before all this shit went down, and I get the tones that kind of what everybody's talking about in the show and what's going on now. So I get
Yeah,
that, but I liked it
there
before
was a
all
lot
that.
of like just weird parallels
Yeah, it
from
was.
like even down to, and I'm not going to go into a bunch of it, but even down to the main town being Tulsa, Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
to that is where someone just had their big convention at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, what a weird coincidence that, because the show came out what, last year?
Yeah,
Was it on last year? I
it
thought it
was on
was.
last year. Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was too. I don't know.
I got you.
I just couldn't get into it. And of course, I know that they're not coming back for another season, so I'm just going to assume that she does have Doctor Manhattan's powers, and she's the new Doctor Manhattan.
Spoiler if anybody wanted to check it out, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. You had all weekend. HBO gave away for free.
Yeah,
Damn it.
damn it. You're
that's the
right.
only reason I watched it. No, but yeah, there was stuff in it that I liked, but there was probably more in it that I just didn't really care for. So
Well, there you go. There's one more thing, I guess, before we wrap things up.
I was joking about wrapping it up. If you got more stuff, you
Oh
got more stuff.
no, I just have one more thing because I mean, there's so much, there's so much, but this particular thing I really wanted to shout out, and it's a huge thank you to the band Overt Enemy. They're from down here in Texas. They had a music video that they were so kind to let me get it on B Movie TV for them. It's a song called Possession. I mean, these people, they just fucking rock the house down. I mean, it'll melt your face. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. I can't wait
The
to get my
music
face
will melt
melted.
your face. But anyway,
That's what
I just
I'm
want to say thank you. Yeah.
Love getting my face melted.
Yeah. So they'll do it. But yeah, I wanted to give them a big thank you, and that's all I got, man. I also want to thank everybody on the Facebook group. I know we got a couple more newer members, and just the support that we get from everybody is just awesome. So
Yeah, and also remember that the group and the page for a podcast from beneath will be gone away.
yes,
I just haven't deleted them yet because I want to get everybody to come over to the page for 1313 Inc. Productions.
yes,
So once I get more people migrated over there, I will delete the other two because it was just too difficult to keep up with.
it
Two
is.
groups for this show, and then you've got one for the B Movie TV.
Oh man,
Or I'm sorry, Sci-Fi Sideshow. So we just
yeah,
combined it. We just combined it all. And once we get everybody migrated over, I'll delete the other ones.
yes. Yeah, it's well, anybody knows that if you have more than one social media platform, imagine having your personal shit and then whatever else you're doing and then whatever else that person's doing. I mean, it's just but yeah,
Plus my
1313.
Pornhub was hard to
Yeah,
keep up
Pornhub,
with.
you're oh man. But yeah,
It's the same on Instagram too. I've got a
Yeah.
1313 Inc. Productions Instagram account. You can follow that because the other one will be gone away. It's just too hard to keep up with everything. Right,
But I'm looking forward
as
to
of
it.
right now, YouTube should stay the same. I'm not sure yet
Okay.
because I don't know because that's going to be too hard to make a new one and get everything working. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do. I mean, we don't really put much on there. I mean, just what automatically goes over there is just the same episode. So
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll combine those or not, but
We're going to try to put everything in one umbrella kind of
yes.
thing. That's what we're trying to do. Not Umbrella Corp where we'll have fucking zombies going out everywhere.
And of course, we still got our Patreon, and we still got our store where you can buy T-shirts and what else we got on there? T-shirts,
Our
posters.
playlist on Spotify.
Oh yeah, a playlist from beneath. You can get that on
Yes.
Spotify.
We've got our Twitter. We got. I think we got. No, we don't have a Snapchat yet.
I think I made one, but I just don't know how to use it. So, but I did. I only and I'm hoping Podbean does this, or maybe one of the other services that we have. But like on YouTube, I have created a playlist of all of our episodes that have guests, like interviews.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, so if you just want to listen to those episodes, there's just a playlist on there. So
Very cool stuff happening. I know, like we said in the beginning, we have a lot more guests coming on. I'm looking forward to them. So, and a big shout out to David Howard Thornton. That was a fun interview.
oh yeah, it was a good one. That was
Awesome guy. Awesome guy.
And then what else? What else would have been out by now since this episode?
Oh, a very cool episode, man. Very informative episode. I can't even speak right now.
Well, I know what you're going to talk about, but I was going to mention one more, which is the Mark Cantu episode.
Oh, Mark Kent, yes,
which
very
dropped
awesome.
today, the one we're recording this
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, we're recording on the day that it came out. Yeah, Mark, very cool guy. Massacre Academy, I think it's just going to be fantastic. I like his ideas. He's still, coming up with things. As if you hear the interview, whenever he asked if Carney was going to talk or not, he's like, "Well, what do you think?"
Yeah,
But
he's been releasing some like test footage and photo, like it looks really good.
oh yeah,
He's gonna make it look awesome. I think it's gonna look great.
so yeah, big thank you to him, and then Eric Christopher Myers and William
Hopkins.
Hopkins. That's right. Sorry, William. But yes, William Hopkins. That was just a fun episode as well, man. Those
Yeah,
guys. They know they know about The Exorcist.
I'll say this: if you hate hearing us talk, that'll be your favorite episode. Because that was just more of we were just moderators,
Yeah,
which I enjoyed. I didn't mind it.
yeah. They were like, "Oh man, we didn't mean to run y'all over." I'm like, "No, you weren't." Like we just love listening to people talk about things, and I mean, they had some awesome points about just movies, and I can't wait to do The Exorcist Part 2, The Heretic, which I can't find. Where is that? Like, where's it
No one
streaming, or
wants
do
to
I have
see
to
it.
pay for it? Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
well, everybody talked how shitty it was. I'm not gonna pay like fucking $3 to see it if it ain't worth a fuck. How is Part 3 on Prime and Part 2 is not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So you've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to watch that then.
Yeah, I'm looking for it, and trust me, I'll text you when I see it. I'll get
Right. Yeah, so
but
stay tuned for that episode.
yeah. Well, and Eric, he was like, "Yeah, I need to be on that. Whenever y'all do that episode, I need to be there."
I'm sure we'll probably have them both back. That'll be a good
Oh
one.
hell yeah! And also check out Butterfly Kisses and Demon Resurrection.
Yes, both available on Prime. And I believe one of them's also. I seen. Where did I see Demon Resurrection was also available on? Damn it!
Was it Tubi?
Binge horror.
Oh, binge horror. Oh, okay. Yeah, binge
Yeah,
horror.
it's available on there. I don't think either one of them's on Tubi, but I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't been on Tubi in forever.
I was browsing through it today, which is why I stumbled across Cupid.
Yeah. Well, see, and I watched Cupid on Prime.
Yeah, I
See, I
found it
like
there,
going to
so.
Prime. I like going to Prime because you
Well, I'll
don't have the
check it there.
commercials.
Well, no, but I'll scan through there first. But the way they do their shit on there is so it's hard to find anything on there.
Oh yeah,
it's like you look at their like new releases. Like I had to search for Child's Play.
You did?
Because it just was not showing up in new releases or horror anywhere. Like it just wasn't showing up there. I had to like search for it. So I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of stuff that I'm missing out on because their algorithm or whatever is not putting good stuff on the front page. Yeah, kind of like Netflix is the same way.
Yeah, they are.
So what was I was using one of them. I can't remember what it was, but I noticed that they were like doubling up on their movies to make it look like they had more. I'm like, come on, that's so cheap. Get the fuck out of here.
I like when it's all mismatched. Like a comedy, you scroll down and you see something that's like horror, and you're like, well, that's not a comedy. I guess there's some funny scenes in it,
right?
But that's not like.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. But yeah, it's so hard to find it. It's so hard to find anything on there. So that's when I stumble across the good. Of course, I mean that's when I've stumbled across the good movies too. So I mean, I did. That's how I found Demon Resurrection. Was just scrolling through, and the cover caught my eye, and I was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it," and I loved it. So
yeah, and more people need to watch stuff like that. They need to search for it, or we'll try to guide you in the right direction.
Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll start putting links.
There you go.
I'll see if I can get us an Amazon affiliate account.
You know what? Kind of like what professionals do.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. We could start doing something like that.
Yeah, so all 30 of our listeners can watch the movies that we watch.
That's 30 more views.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Yeah, we'll start dropping links, I guess.
Hell yeah.
We could do that. We can do that. That should be easy. Especially now that we're just going to have the one page. So,
yes, I'm looking forward to that.
I don't have to worry about putting stuff everywhere. So, all right. So we're just rambling now. So
yeah. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and
we're good.
Yeah. And again, this was a shallow grave episode, so we're trying to keep them shorter.
Yes, we are trying to give you a little mini little episode, but
yes,
I do want to say something before we leave. Instead of shouting out all the places you can find me, if you've listened to it before, you know where to find me. I just want to say, everybody be safe out there, and let's just be nice to each other, man. Let's get through this together. All the craziness that it is, and stay positive, and don't run anybody in the ground. Just lift people up. It's a lot better.
Or don't stay positive, because that means you have the COVID, right?
Yeah.
Stay negative. With the COVID.
Stay negative with the virus, okay? But first of all, stay positive. Oh God.
All right. Well, that's a good way to end this one. So just thanks everybody for listening. We every week we're struggling to hang on here, but no, we're not. I'm just joking.
Even if we didn't do an episode every week, we'd struggle to hang on.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah. I mean, it's cool that everybody listens and that we're still here, going on almost 100 episodes. So,
oh man, and there's talks.
Oh yeah, we
the
got
100th episode. We're trying to do something cool. So
yeah,
stay tuned.
I just don't know if it'll happen, but we're gonna work on it. Try to get it done. I think it'd be pretty exciting. But anyways, that's still a couple episodes away. So thanks again for listening, and that's all I got.
All right. Thank y'all.
And then returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead